January. I am a product manager here at Booksource, and I'm super excited to talk with you today about our Booksource collections aligned to the UFLI scope and sequence. All right, what we have here is a grade level set from the Booksource collections aligned to the UFLI scope and sequence. This is a grade 1 set. Every grade level is going to come with 2 boxes clearly labeled as box 1 and this box 2 with that grade level on it, so you know exactly where it's going to go when it hits your school. Upon opening it, I've got a nice Booksource bin here. The bin in this box looks the exact same, and I've got all of my bagged books right here in the order of the UFLI scope and sequence. So all I have to do as a teacher is set them up, and boom, they are ready to go on my shelf, and they are ready for sharing with my kids and for me to start instruction. If you look over here, this box is set up the exact same way. We've got wrapping here just to make sure everything's nice, secure, safe, no damages. This set is also going to come in a Booksource bin. Everything's already bagged, labeled by UFLI concept so that it is out of the box and ready to use. So box 1 is going to come with a implementation guide. This is going to speak to you specifically about what's in the boxes, everything that you should have received, as well as some tips and tricks for using your new collection in instructing around the UFLI scope and sequence. So it's going to tell you about the 2 bins that you get, all of the bags that are labeled for the concept. Remember, they're arriving in order, so teachers don't have to spend time sorting and ordering. It is in the box ready to use. These books are also labeled with their concept on the back there. It matches the labeled inserts, so when these books go walking, as they inevitably do in the hands of children, you will know exactly where that book needs to go back. It's super easy to keep things organized and for use year after year, lesson after lesson. You can go to booksource.com and you can find these on our landing page, or you can find these through the banner that's on our main page. You can very easily search UFLI Foundations in our search bar. You can call our customer support team. They would be happy to connect you with the collections on the website or to provide you with a quote about how to buy. These are going to come to you in a quantity of 1. The reason we're keeping the quantity at 1 is to provide you with the most variety that we can across publishers, topic, storylines, and just make sure that the dollars spent on this product are really going to allow kids to have as much exposure as they can. Now, that being said, you're welcome to purchase as many quantities of this as you need to support your students' needs. Booksource prides itself on curating with diversity, inclusion, equity, and belonging top of mind, whether it's a UFLI collection, whether it's a standard collection for any of your library needs. We work with publishers who also make that a priority. So it's almost standard that you're going to be getting diverse representation for culture, heritage, background, language, gender. One of the things that we noticed here at Booksource is that publishers are putting out sets of decodables every day, and they're fantastic decodables, and they're great for kids, and they're great for instruction, but they all have their own idea of the progression that they need to follow to make them accessible to kids, and that may or may not match the progression of the program you're using to teach kids to read. So here at Booksource, we recognize that this draws on a teacher's precious time. So we're here to make it super easy for teachers to match the books to the curriculum that they're teaching by sorting and organizing these for you in our warehouse and shipping them to you bagged, labeled, binned, boxed, ready to go, so that you aren't having to lose time doing this yourself. UFLI Foundations, like many programs out there that follow a scope and sequence, are teaching kids from a very systematic and explicit stance where the kids are following letter sound progressions in a particular order to make reading really accessible. So what we did was we did a careful study of the UFLI scope and sequence and identified the books from the publishers that we work with that matched up to the scope and sequence, so that teachers, when using these books, could count on the book featuring the skill kids were learning, but also providing robust review of the skills they'd already learned, so that they're constantly circling back, getting that into long-term memory, and being able to become more fluent readers.